Welcome to Kava and Kettlebells, where we talk about Kava, fitness, and life. Let's get Kava-fied.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Kava and Kettlebells. This is Charles.
Hey guys, this is Heidi. Thank you so much for tuning back in. If you haven't already, go ahead and take 5 seconds and thumbs up this episode. Hit the bell to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Kava_kettlebells. Share with your friends and family and really help us get this message out. All right, today we are going to be doing a review on Milli, the seltzer beverage. Milli. So this is a seltzer beverage that has Kava, kratom, lion's mane, and Damiana extract.
And cordyceps.
Yes.
Just keep them coming.
Yeah,
I think that's it. All right, well, so these guys, they're recently new, okay? They launched not too long ago. And yes, there's a lot of seltzers coming out now in the non-alcoholic space, specifically with like Kava and kratom, right? But one thing I will point out was interesting with them is, again, the addition of functional mushrooms and Damiana. Damiana, I'm starting to see at some more Kava bars as an added ingredient. And some of you might be like, what's Damiana? Okay, well, Damiana is something that's been traditionally used for actually an aphrodisiac. Ooh, feeling a little sexy. Right?
A lot of times you'll see at Kava bars, they'll use it for like, want to get, like frisky, like have this, shot of, Blue Lotus and this, Damiana.
But it can have some relaxing properties to it as well. But let's start with kind of the main hitters here, okay? So primarily, this, what it does, it has a proprietary blend, okay? So you don't know exactly what you're getting, but you are getting 1,467 milligrams of the blend. Now the blend starts with lion's mane extract, and then it goes to cordyceps, Kava, Damiana, and then lastly, your kratom, right? So typically with the proprietary blend, you go from your biggest dosages down to your smallest dosages. So we know that we're probably getting a decent amount of lion's mane in there. Now lion's mane is a very cool mushroom. We're actually big fans of lion's mane, and the reason why is because back in 2018, we got in a really bad car accident. Heidi had really bad TBI. I won't go into the whole story, but she was in the hospital for a month. She was told that her brain would never be the same. She'd never know who I was again. All this bullshit, right? Well,
Charles was huge on like force feeding me basically lion's mane.
So
I was also
when the nurses weren't watching, I was giving lion's mane to Heidi because there were studies showing that lion's mane actually repairs the some of like the synapses in the brain, right? Some of the way that's wiring, and it's been shown to be very, very beneficial for brain health overall. But why you use it in a drink like this? Well, it does give you type of like a focus feeling. So that is something that I thought was a little interesting here because
it was kind of interesting that it was like the main botanical mushroom being used.
And I wasn't sure how it was going to work because when I originally saw this formula, I'm like, all right, when am I going to use this for? Because when I see lion's mane and cordyceps, I start thinking pre-workout, right? Cordyceps is an amazing mushroom for endurance, for lung capacity, and again, for that kind of performance. Like when I think of a performance mushroom, I think of cordyceps. In fact, back when I was in the Air Force, and this is actually more towards like actually in college time. So I was in the Air Force RTC and I was prepping to go to active duty. And back then, you're really trying to compete, right, to make sure you make it through the program. And I remember I was really trying to get my run time down from my 1.5 mile run. And I found cordyceps. And I started taking cordyceps, doing my cardio training, and boom, like my lung capacity went up, my endurance went up, and I was able to pump out like sprints, do my 1.5 miles. And I was still a big dude back then.
Yeah.
So it was very noticeable in that aspect. So originally when I saw this formula, I was like, all right, lion's mane, cordyceps, but then it's got Kava. We know Kava relaxes you. And Damiana, again, goes back and it's like, is this a pre-sex drink? What is this? And then I saw, kratom in there. And kratom for us, we use pre-workout. But a lot of people will also use just for like chilling and relaxing, right? So definitely
So all in all, our takeaway when we took it, we were very much like, we didn't really know what to expect. We're like, what is it? Yeah. So first, we'll talk about the feelings. I love the feelings. So this is probably one of my new favorite go-to drinks. It just feels fun.
It works.
You feel happy, you feel energetic. I talk a lot more and you just feel good. So we took this out on the boat, when you're out on the beach, when you're hanging out with friends, this is a great pick-me-up drink. It's a great, let's have a fun time. Let's party. Let's hang out. I love it. I love the way that it felt.
And I know when I was kind of originally talking about this in the beginning of the review, you're probably like, oh man, he doesn't like this. The formula is confusing.
You're probably just get to the point, Charles.
Because when I get to it, I want to explain kind of the ingredients and how initially my take was. I was honestly a little confused on what the drink was supposed to give me.
What effects were we supposed to get from it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And being someone who's very well versed in Kava and kratom, again, when I saw the other adaptogens put in there, see, my mind, I look at each ingredient, I think to the function of it. What's the function supposed to be? But after drinking this is totally something just like we did. We brought these out in the boat. We had them during the day. And again, the Kava wasn't too overbearing to where we were on our ass and just relaxing.
You felt good. I would say it's definitely more of a euphoric feeling than a relaxing feeling. And you feel relaxed in the sense that you're at ease. You definitely do just feel like life is good. I'm at ease, but you don't feel sleepy at all.
No, it's just enough Kava to give you that sort of GABAergic feeling, right? Because Kava again hits the GABA receptors. Then the kratom, not quite sure. So it's a kratom extract, okay? And extracts can, if it's full spectrum, it can it kind of gives you what you want to feel. If that makes sense. It kind of
gives you what your body needs, that's kind of what will manifest, what you want and what your body kind of needs. There's no specific blanket feeling that it will give you.
Yeah. Versus if you get a white extract, it's energizing, and red extract is going to be relaxing.
Right.
So I felt the kratom in this, but to me, the kratom felt, again, more of that kind of even keeled euphoric kratom.
Yeah.
Now
let's talk.
Wow. I was going to say now for me specifically, I wouldn't do this pre-workout. I don't think. I'm not saying that you could, but it's definitely more of a socializing beverage.
Yeah, I would agree for sure. And I mean, I guess it depends on what your workout is. For us, we're super hard into lifting. We want a really good focus. And I wouldn't say it with the combination of all the ingredients. I personally wouldn't use it pre-workout.
No, it's too good feeling.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Again, so going back when I first saw this, I was like, all right, there's some performance stuff in here. But after drinking it and, giving it the whole bottle, it was this very, how you said, very uplifting, very social, very kind of happy vibe. So it's great for this is in my opinion, is what a canned seltzer beverage should be for a non-alcoholic socializing event.
Yeah, absolutely. So now let's talk about taste. So I don't know if you guys are Yellow Wolf fans, but we like to compare the taste of this to Yellow Wolf, where at first you listen to a song and you're like,
I don't like it.
I don't know about this. I don't like it. It's weird. But then you keep listening to it and you're like, okay. And then it's your new favorite song.
Yeah.
And so first we'll kind of get to the sweeteners. It's flavored with sugar, which I love. And there's only 35 calories. That's not a lot at all. It's flavored sweetened with sugar and monk fruit. And it also has lemon juice, lime juice, and coconut water. So the flavor is, I don't even know how to describe it at first. I was like, what is this? I don't like it, but I kept drinking it. And then I was like, okay. And then I finished the whole can so quickly. It tasted I really enjoyed it come the end of it.
Yeah. So we first kind of shared a can and how he was drinking it. And she was like, all right, try this. I tried it and I was like, I couldn't quite, again, kind of like with the formula, I was like, I can't quite figure this out.
And it's not like it's not a specific flavor.
No.
And so that's why I think we were like, what is the flavor?
But then you drink more of it and you can't stop drinking it.
You can't stop drinking it.
This is good.
It's good, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, this brand, like I said, they're brand new. So please go give them a follow. I mean, even like on the back of their can here, you know, they have their Facebook, their TikTok, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. They got their QR code on there. Cool. You know, it's unique branding. You can't quite tell the video. I might try to zoom in on this, but you can see there's like, all right, it looks like it's just white, but there's like designs all through. There's like a rocket ship going. There's like hockey sticks or golf clubs. There's an astronaut, a unicorn, like all this like embedded kind of secret design.
And then the Milli is just kind of supposed to be, you know, like out of focus. Like it's intended to be out of focus. That's what I feel like it's like a trip in a bottle.
Dude, that's actually a good way to describe it, man.
I feel like that's what they were going for with the marketing was like, this experience is going to be like a trip in a bottle. And I mean, I think that's pretty accurate, but not like, not like a crazy out of your mind trip, but you just feel good. And yeah.
This is how I use it. Okay. We drank this out while we were on the boat and it was great. Going to a concert.
Yes.
Going to like an event. Going to a party.
A barbecue. Hanging out with people.
Doing something where most people might like want to be like on drugs. Right? Like a music festival. We all know what you fuckers are doing out there and what you're rolling on, you know, most of you and stuff. That was generalizing, but like, come on, like to an extent.
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
So this is something I could see as an excellent replacement for some of those substances that might be illicit or, you know, might just take you to a spot that you don't want to go.
Yeah.
Again, it feels different than most Kava and Kratom beverages that we've had.
And it feels very different. If you have had, especially all the shots that are out there that are a Kava Kratom shot, they all kind of have a specific feeling. This does not feel anything like that. And so that's kind of what we were envisioning when we first start, you know, before we drink it, we were envisioning that sort of shot formula, and it feels totally different. So if you've had one of those Kratom Kava shots, don't compare this to that. It's a very different feeling.
Yeah. And, you know, I think right now this is their only flavor out there. I didn't see, it's just, this is the Milli beverage. And that works. Again, all the ingredients in there, it comes to, you know, a unique synergy that was different than what I was expecting when I first went through the ingredient list. You know, because again, like I was just talking about, when you kind of see it, you're like, all right, what should I really get from this? And you just got to try it. You just got to drink it. You got to be in a spot where I would say it's going to enhance it, right? So with friends, out doing something, at a party, like even like us, like going to like a movie or something with this might be kind of cool. Just a very surprising drink overall.
Yeah, so we are huge fans of the Milli beverage. If you have tried it out, drop in the comments what you think. And if you haven't, head over to their website and get some for yourself.
All right. Milli, definitely a win. Go try it out. We'll see you guys later. Peace.